We start with news affecting our continent. Africa must take charge of its own developmental agenda.
That was a call made by African presidents attending the Pan-African Parliament's 4th ordinary session in Midrand in Johannesburg. Ways to root out terrorism on the continent also featured on the agenda.
The next generation of Africa's lawmakers in waiting, taking their oath of office. All eyes will be on decisions and recommendations the Pan-African Parliament can come to on Africa's war on terror. How it handles debates on women in leadership roles will be closely watched as well. Other debates include sustainable management of Africa's environment and natural resources.
As we gather here, we would have many wars to fight and win on many social, political, and economic fronts. We need peace and security to prevail across Africa. In fact, in the complex world we live today, you don't need to go to war in order to be at war.
During these times of crises and democratic deficits here and there, the goals that led to the creation of this parliament are still resounding loud and clear to make this tool viable, upholding the legitimate aspirations of the people of Africa.
The struggle for credibility, budget cuts, and not having legislative powers. A challenge for these parliamentarians as they try to solve Africa's security and economic challenges.
The Pan-African Parliament as a legislative body could go a long way in continuing to promote women's rights in all African member states. We are still the underdogs in most African countries. Some countries have made tremendous progress, like Rwanda, which I'm proud to say it is the only country on earth with 64% female leadership.
The 4th ordinary session of the 4th legislature of the Pan-African Parliament is taking place in a very particular context. That is a continent marked by the negative impact of the global economic crisis affecting the people, the atrocities of terrorism in the Sahel, like Chad and East Africa in particular, victim day after day.
All eyes will be on decisions and recommendations the Pan-African Parliament can come All eyes will be on decisions and recommendations the Pan-African Parliament can come to on Africa's war on terror. How it handles debates on women in leadership roles will be closely watched as well. Critics have asked what change the Pan-African Parliament can effect without legislative powers. But African presidents continue to support the Parliament's mission to ultimately become a lawmaking authority. Dumalo Mohlaudi, SABC News, Midrand.